Passion Java is back in the breaking news segment, and that's because there's a recent video that he posted of himself, them praying for alcohol, or what seems like alcohol. If it's not alcohol, we don't know. There's this brand of things where if you know, you can alert us what it is. But I saw someone saying that it's not alcohol exactly, but he is playing the role as a person who is praying for alcohol. Now, for a church person who might not know alcohol beverages, I'm not in the business of knowing which one tastes like what, which one doesn't smell like this. I'm not in the business. When you say that's alcohol, that's alcohol. It just ends there. Okay? And so it's the mockery that he does in the video. And I wanted to take it alongside with Pastor Ian Ndlovu's prophecy over him. Spirituality Show, daily Christian commentary videos. On this particular episode, this is the breaking news segment. So the man them is out there whiling again. We have to bring it up on this one. There's three particular news segments that you are seeing on this afternoon. So do check them up. It will be down in the pinned comments. Okay. So let us. What is the news segment? It's just a smaller break. You understand what it is. It is the news. It is the what? It is the news. So I would like to play you this video, but I won't play it in its entirety.
And I'm going to declare that no matter how much he drinks, this Christmas he's not going to be drunk. This alcohol is going to be nothing. Ngaphuse ngesimba chikanza sungaire kunge wopo chimkhonyo ridi bibi radabashe. It's done. It's done. I'm gonna be a living proof that if your husband tries to drink, then my face I won't be drunk. Tastes like water.
Now, for those that do not know the prophecy that Pastor Ian Ndlovu had given, it was that, his time is running out. The more of these things that he's doing, it kind of strings up on his time. His time is almost up. So, I wanted to talk about the things that Java is doing here. First of all, very recently he had an interview with Matungwe. I think that's the name of the guy. Matungwe is that guy who claims to be the heavenly army commander. He claims to be an angel in heaven, from heaven, who is part of, he's one of the big ones. It's a very weird situation. Man, them don't know if he's sane completely. Recently, he had a conversation with him. Now, it's in Shona. I couldn't hear the full thing exactly, but he sounded like they were talking about sex. Then they go to talk about does God go to the bathroom? It's like very silly questions that they were having over this. It's like toilet humor. Now, we all know how Christians can have humor, but toilet humor, it's another thing. It's a completely different thing. I don't do toilet humor, okay? There are certain things that I just don't enjoy talking about. The subject of this video is what he is doing, mocking the faith with what he's doing. Now, I've stated my position personally as a believer. I won't drink with unbelievers. If I do drink, I won't drink with unbelievers. I won't. Reason being, unbelievers will take it as a mark of authentication. They look for anything to authenticate their behavior. Yeah. So for that reason alone, won't do it. Okay? Now, there are people that drink wine and they do so at the comfort of their own home and all that kind of jazz. Absolutely, right? Does have its benefits for the body. And so I absolutely think I wouldn't even bring it up. But him, you see what he does is that he pretends, first of all, he mocks the faith by pretending to pray radically, in a very weird way, right? He mocks the faith by pretending to pray. He mocks the faith by saying that that is alcohol when it's supposedly not fully straight alcohol. I don't know what it was. If you know what it is, you can tell us, right? And so I saw some people saying that, and actually I did see a couple more comments. So that's why I'm saying neutrally, whatever it is, whether it's alcohol, it's not alcohol. For a person who's a Christian believer who doesn't know what bottle that is, I'm not even going to research it. I'm not going to waste my time doing that. It's not worth my time. And so he is saying that that's alcohol, and he's praying for it so that it will not contain alcohol. It says a lot about his views. Now someone might say, no, he's playing a skit. It's comedy for him. So was the prayer part also comedy? That's where the question comes. Is that he constantly blurs the line between Christianity and making a mockery of it. The other times he has been spotted praying in tongues in his church, and it was a discussion we had. What is he doing? Why does he do that? Why does he do these mockeries? Now again, there are videos as well where he preaches, like where he preaches mockery, a complete straight mockery, right? Where, like the time when he was saying that slave queens are called by God. Mock preaching is mocking the preacher's position. Now, if he's a pastor, why would you do that? The Bible does talk about mockers in the last days. The Bible does talk about people who mock the faith in the last days. It's very fascinating that I see him doing that exactly. And so, in my view, when he mocks praying, he's not praying in that video. He's mock praying. When he out straight lies to the believer and says, yeah, it's alcohol, knowing very well we don't know what it is, he doesn't take us serious. He doesn't, yeah, that's what it is. If he's playing skits, let him play skits with these hip hop people there, not using the faith that he claims to believe. And so it's very clear from the things that he keeps doing is that he keeps giving the world a bad image for Christianity because that's what he thinks of the Christian faith. Yeah, I think a lot of people that actually associate him with the role of prophet, they don't understand this role. What's he doing exactly? How does he go preach and then mock it? The Bible talks about people like Passion Java who will mock the faith. And that's exactly what he's doing. He is mocking the faith. He doesn't believe it, not for an ounce, not for a dime. What he does, mocking the faith, it shows you what he believes about it. And he boldly goes and stands in front of the pulpit and supposedly preaches. After mocking preachers, after mocking the role of a preacher, claiming that slave queens are called by God, he's mocking and insulting God by putting such rubbish behavior in the approval line of God and say, yeah, God approves this. That's why in the last video I said he should distance himself. Now we constantly show when he does things, we still constantly show it here so that others who are not getting it, even himself, would one day wake up to it. You are a mockery. You claim to be a man of God. You're not. You are a mockery to it. You are a pure mockery to it in the light that you take it and use it for views. You take it and you use it while saying the things that unbelievers would say to not associate themselves to believers. So you are mocking it. And he's not mocking it in the lightest way privately. He's mocking it so publicly. So personally, it clears the air here. It clears, even when he's finishing, he says something, hope, what. I think hope is a politician or a journalist, whatever. Which is constantly trying to trend using those type of things. So that shows you he doesn't respect the office of a pastor while he mocks it. Clear. Now, it makes it much clearer what the Bible says about mockers in the last days. It's the likes of Passion Java that associate themselves with the church and then go mock it and then still claim to be part of the church, giving ammunition to unbelievers for why they shouldn't believe by mocking it, supposedly mocking it by supposedly praying, and then wants to be taken seriously when he comes and says he's prophesying, he's a pastor, he's preaching. It's just baffling that people would stand at a position where he is. They do not have the fear of God, not even like this, not even an ounce. How do you know? It's by the extent of how they constantly portray themselves in the public eye for what they're doing. It's a Resurrectionality show. We do daily Christian commentary videos. For me, he's a comedian. Christian, I don't know. I don't see any signs of that. He constantly shows himself as an enemy of the cross. And so he remains.